Wilder, 6'7". Deontay Wilder, bronze bomber. The bronze bomber, Deontay Wilder, only 216 pounds, but one of the biggest hitters in heavyweight history. This bout, an open-air outdoor stadium. What a venue for this contest.
Todd, you know when you've got two fighters there that really believe they're going to win, really want to...
Here we go, round one. Who's going to land the first big shot? And he just missed with that left jab. A perfect counter shot. Can't find a home with that jab. Who did more work in the gym? That's what it might come down to, considering how hot and humid it is today.
If you are on the losing side of this fight, Todd, and the heat is on, it's the worst place to be. So you've got to make sure you've prepped right for this. And right now, I'm looking at a fight that doesn't look like they're prepped right.
Nice slip to avoid the jab. Perfect counter lands. So much firepower here. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Nice counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. Time they throw a shot, they get countered. Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. All three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
On to the second round. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Counter shot. This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Terrorize them into not wanting to throw a punch because they don't even see the shot leaving.
That jab won't score. Beautiful counter punch. Uppercut does not score. Good counter punch. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them more than before.
This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
Sluggers are an absolute nightmare. They will stay in your face, not give you a breather, not step back when you think, all right, let's have a breather. They want to get stuck right in.
Punch, counter punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. About a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on the...
There's the bell for round 3. Got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Got him. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
That uppercut doesn't land. Nobody home with that hook. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skin them, go for speed.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
We can't leave it up.
And there's the bell to start round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Through the hook, didn't land. No rest for the weary. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. Onslaught is over, at least for now.
What caught sleeping on the job? What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. And the Bronze Bomber goes down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Even I've got to see that again.
Their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. That'll be a 10-8 round. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
exchange punches. Oh, what a punch. Not throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. The straight right just misses. Tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Was almost a 10-8. This is the beginning of round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Fighter sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
Can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
That's lights out right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down. Technique on that headshot. Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
Well, they're back up, Johnny, but now what do they do to get back into this fight?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. The corner has it.
What are you doing?
Here comes round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Oh, Wilder just got clipped and he's in a world of trouble. I don't know if I've ever seen him this hurt before. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
That counter punch caught him clean. Nice counter. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and switch on. And we enter the 8th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
He threw a punch and just got countered. This is some of the best action I've seen in any round, anywhere this year. Jab misses. There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They block the hook. The stamina is off the charts. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. And Deontay Wilder just got clipped. No surprise as we get a